Nine's Wide World of Sports.
Right on racing. What a beautiful morning it is for this Easter Sunday, and welcome to Racetrack. Got a big program lined up. The highlights of racing yesterday from Oakbank. John Letts rode 4 winners. He'll be in the studio, of course, this morning with Bert Day, hoping to pick the winner of the Great Eastern Steeplechase. The races from Caulfield yesterday.
Hello and welcome to the racing section of World of Sport Racetrack, and congratulations, John Letts, 4 winners yesterday. Great performance.
Yes, Bert, it was a good day up there yesterday, and I'm sure it's going to be a great day there tomorrow too. It's something, you know, Oakbank twice a year, and everybody looks forward to it. Wasn't the crowd fantastic yesterday?
Oh, it was a great crowd, yes. It was great to see. And the pleasing thing about it with the computer tote there yesterday, John, it's going to make things much easier tomorrow with the bigger crowd. I understand yesterday by the 6th race they'd passed the previous Easter Monday's record by the 6th race on the Saturday yesterday with the computer tote. So that was fantastic, and the figure's wonderful. That was great to see.
I think it's great for people up there, Bert, too, because they feel part of the action, don't they? Everybody's close to the horses. The kids love it. They're sitting just about on the running rail and the cars. Everybody's having a barbecue. It's a real family day out, isn't it? Holiday, it's a picnic, and with the weather as it is, it's 30 degrees yesterday. Looks like being 30 degrees tomorrow, so we should expect a record crowd, and I'd say going to Oakbank tomorrow, well, we left yesterday at 9 o'clock. You'd want to be away on the road by 8 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't you?
Yes, you'd want to be away pretty early and take it easy on the road. The police look after things pretty well there. Just go where they tell you. You won't have any problems getting there. And if you want a bet with either the bookies or the tote, well, there'll be plenty of provision for you there. Computer tote is making things much easier. Once upon a time, the tote there, you'd look at the queues at Oakbank there and say, oh, not me, and you'd wander somewhere else. But it's going to be a lot easier with the computer tote, and there's plenty of accommodation with the bookies too, so you'll be able to have a wager on whatever you prefer. If you want to have a bet before you start, you can have all your bets for the whole day, whether it's Adelaide, Melbourne or Sydney, before the racing starts if you want to, and then you can go and just have a drink, a bite to eat, and do what you like. But anyway, it should be a wonderful day there tomorrow.
Would have been nice yesterday, Bert, to back Mighty Manitou in Sydney, wouldn't it, early?
200 to 1, yes.
The tote wasn't the best, though, was it? $22.
The price seemed a little generous, but he had flopped in the Golden Slippers. Apparently, the report was that he got in his wrong leg and hung and just didn't do a thing right. But I think we know here from his runs here and also in Melbourne that he's a better horse than that. But I think maybe about 33 to 1 might have been his price, but 200 to 1's in a little bit generous.
Bert, I don't think you can make any excuses for the 2 favourites behind him, Masqué and the good horse Grosvenor, because they had the chance to beat him from the turn home, and they just weren't good enough to beat him. And he looked himself as if he was hanging around the home turn and on the wrong leg again, Mighty Manitou, but he was just too good on the day. On the line he was going away, so, but, well, he might be a top-class colt now, wouldn't he? We might have underestimated the horse.
Well, that could be. He's obviously making headway. Grosvenor, question mark, and, well, Masqué, you know, 6 out of 7 wins before yesterday, but he was disappointing, so perhaps he's not going to go much further than 1,200 metres. Grosvenor looks as though he will. I still think that Grosvenor will turn out to be a Derby-type horse, you know, eventually, John.
At the moment, he just seems a problem for his jockey, doesn't he? 1 week he has to be ridden up, and then in the Golden Slipper, of course, he got back a long way through interference early in the race, and then yesterday Peter Cook had him up close, and things don't just seem to be working out right for him at the moment. But as you say, I think he will be a Derby colt, and this time when the Derby comes around, Melbourne Cup time now, I think you'll see Grosvenor, you know, one of the best horses in the land. And
you'll probably get a truly run race, which the race yesterday may not have been, so perhaps we can't really condemn Grosvenor and Masqué right out of hand. Okay, let's go to Caulfield yesterday.
Can't go on with it today. Sarotti's running on fairly well at the head of the others. Paraparap and Amala come away to fight it out from Sarotti. The whips are cracking. Paraparap just in front of Amala with 50 metres to go. And Paraparap's going on to score by about a half neck to Amala. Sarotti, a great run.
The line events yesterday at Oakbank, a great crowd around about the 40,000 mark, which is, I think, just about a near record for a Saturday. And as John said before, I think it certainly augurs well for tomorrow. With beautiful weather again, I think we're going to have a real bumper crowd. John, you 4 winners yesterday. Is that the best you've done at Oakbank?
At Oakbank it is. 3 was, I've ridden 3 there a few times, but yesterday 4 was my best, and after I'd won the first 3, I did think I could win 5 races through the day, but of course the next 2 got beaten, and Northern Waters won, we made it 4, which was, you know, made it quite a good day then.
Well, you always have expectations, I suppose, when you take mounts. Otherwise, any jockey wouldn't sort of take a mount to a certain extent he doesn't think can win. So it's one occasion yesterday where a good many of them have come home.
But I don't think I've ever seen the track look as good, do you? You know, as far as the running surface itself, and to ride on it yesterday was the best, one of the best that I think I've ever ridden up there on the track the way.
Well, I think they've equalled one record and broken 3 others, so it certainly speaks for itself.
It does too, and you know, the running surface itself where the horses race, that's the main part of the track, and that's excellent at the moment.
Looking at the trials there on Monday, they were just getting into it a little bit, and it's amazing how it dried out, because we've had, you know, sort of no rain really since then, and even looking at after yesterday, I thought even a little bit of a shower on it wouldn't hurt it for tomorrow, a little bit of watering even, but it's in beautiful condition, there's no doubt about that.
It is at the moment. I think putting that inside fence around too to keep the crowd back just that little bit off the running rails helped the horses a lot, and we found yesterday that, you know, jumping out the barrier with horses that have been to Oakbank the first time and they get the crowd right up against the running rail, they're inclined to race away from the fence a bit. But yesterday with the crowd back about 6 or 8 feet, it was really great and, you know, really good for racing.
I know it does help commentators too, particularly around the fences in the Great Eastern, where they crowd around them, and if anything fell you could never see anything, but that's going to help a lot now. You're going to get a better view of the fences, and it's not going to affect the public. It's going to make it a lot safer for everybody.
I think they showed up on the TV too, but with the people get back away from the hurdle race. You could see the whole field going over the hurdles, and
that's right.
You know, it makes a better spectacle of it.
Okay, let's go to our videotapes yesterday from Oakbank. The first event, the CIG Improvers First Division, and this was the first of John's 4 winners on Sovereign Dynasty.
Royal Romp tackled by Miss Melissa, and there's a great run on the inside for Magnum Special if it's good enough, and they're followed by Regat, and further back then there over on the outside to Sip Away, but in the straight it's Miss Melissa on the outside doing a shade better perhaps than Royal Romp, who's fighting back. Sovereign Dynasty rather, Sovereign Dynasty and Royal Romp battling it out. Royal Romp coming again, Sovereign Dynasty out on the outside, and Royal Romp, it's Sovereign Dynasty's won at an inch to Royal Romp, but not much in it. Regat third, followed then by Magnum Special.
Short half head there, not much in that. The other one just wouldn't give in, John.
Stepped over the second last, about 2 in front of Salatex on the outside, throwing out a challenge now as they come down towards the last, but Sans Pride, just the leader from Salatex. In third placing Dara Mullen, it's Sans Pride. Salatex coming at it on the outside. It's Salatex doing a shade the better, and Salatex is going to draw and weigh and win it about almost a length at the finish to Sans Pride. Dara Mullen was third. Then came...
There's a good debut over the hurdles by that horse, John.
Yeah, it's a very good winner, but I think the second horse is going to make a hurdler too, but I think the first 3 horses are going to be very handy hurdlers.
Yes, Sans Pride looked to have it won everywhere, just wilted in the last little bit, and Dara Mullen was a good run. Dean, apparently, according to his trainer, doesn't handle a firm track as well as he does a rain-affected track, and he was a bit disappointing back in 5th placing.
Looks the threat, but Valeska's well clear. Valeska in front from Newside, and Valeska's got it well won. And coming down towards the line, Valeska will win it nicely. Valeska first, Newside second. Good race for third, with a beach run third in front of Landers Corner. Now to jump the third last, and the leader here, Wainyui and Glamarth still together. Glamarth and Wainyui cleared it together. Wainyui put his head in front momentarily on the flat. Here's the second last, Glamarth on the outside, and Wainyui jumped it together. They're about 5 in front of Flying Knox, and then a couple of Moravian, and about 4 then to Don Ruin, and further back to Fine Advice, Rochelle Zalo. But into the straight one, fence to jump at about the 200-metre mark. Glamarth and Wainyui absolutely locked together, jumped it together, and they're clear from Moravian on the inside, and Flying Knox and Don Ruin. It's Wainyui on the flats, got narrow lead from Glamarth. Moravian plugging on the inside, will beat the both of them. Moravian steaming home on the inside, gets up on the inside of Wainyui and coming away, and Moravian's won the Vondusa. Second Wainyui, third Flying Knox. Then came Don Ruin.
Well, Johnny's not engaged in the Great Eastern tomorrow, and no doubt the connection's a little bit sorry he isn't.
Gee, I think he'd have been very hard to beat in the race. The Vondusa's always been a great lead-up and a good guide to the Great Eastern, and the way he won yesterday, he must have been very hard to beat.
Yes, well, he has won over fences down in the southeast, and obviously got a little bit of promise, that's for sure.
Bert last year, Mark Kavanagh incidentally took that spectacular fall last year in the hurdle race, so how your fortunes can change, can't they? He nearly won the big double yesterday, but last year he took that spectacular fall in front of the grandstand, and then yesterday's won the Vondusa.
Oh, well, more
he's riding very well at the moment.
He certainly is.
Hat Mountain in front, Fivazano going up to tackle with Tiger Eye, Rough Harmony, and he's daring on the outside, about 2 or 3 in line. Fivazano's got the head in front, he's starting to pull away from Malahat Mountain, and Fivazano's got it well won. Fivazano goes down the line to win it a length to Malahat Mountain. Raymond Prospect third, then just a romance hustling him through Arctic Moon, but Brashley showing no signs of stopping with 100 metres to go. Telesade can't do any better, and Brashley's going to go down the line and win it nicely. Brashley first, about 2.5 lengths to Talisade, about 4 lengths away, third. Judges pick. Tried to tackle it from Dual Conquest. They're followed by Northern Waters and Bob's Bazaar down the outside. Belson's Bank still in front, tackling it on the outside. Northern Waters is swamping them on the outside, and Northern Waters starting to race away. He'll win it easily. Northern Waters coming away to win it well. Northern Waters first. Great run for the Miners. Dealer's Choices run second. Bob's Bazaar third. They were followed.
Sprinter Tame like the Newmarket favourite, John.
He did, Bert. He worked very well this week, and we did expect him to win the race yesterday.
Dealer's Choice plugged on, and I thought...